$72 billion, and the shocking report about Social Security directly impacting millions of beneficiaries, most of which are SSDI and SSI recipients. I have all the details for you here in the video. Let's get into it and talk about what's going on. First off, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button right down below. Also, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe as well. Again, big subscribe button down below. Totally free to do so. Always has been and always will be. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate your support. And let's get into it and talk about this shocking information in regards to Social Security. A massive amount of money, $72 billion at a tune of about $9 billion a year. This is absolutely nuts. So let me share with you the details about this, because this has actually been a really big deal over the last couple of years here. We've seen this in the headlines multiple different times. The Commissioner of Social Security has testified in front of Congress about this, all kinds of issues coming out. And actually earlier in 2024, they actually made some changes on this, and it's actually good for the beneficiary. But let me run you through the statistics really quickly. Here's what they found. Between the years of 2015 and 2022, only a 7-year time frame here, Social Security overpaid beneficiaries by $72 billion. $72 billion. That's a tune of about $9 billion a year that is going out. Now you might be thinking, hey, I don't mind some overpayment. Hey, I'm right there with you. I don't mind a little overpayment either. But here's the problem. Here's the major problem. They want that money back, okay? Now, what's going on is that some beneficiaries, not as much now, and again, I definitely don't want to discount this. I'm saying is that because of the policy changes that they made earlier in 2024, this actually has helped the beneficiary quite a bit. But as a result, prior to these changes going into effect, we were seeing people that were becoming homeless literally as a result of overpayments, and then Social Security years later come back and say, oh, hey, yeah, we overpaid you by $56,000, by $126,000, by $300,000 or $10,000 or some huge massive number, and then basically say, well, we're going to basically reduce your benefit check to zero until we get all that money back, until they came in with those changes back in March of earlier this year, which is honestly really nice. And they're actually reducing that to either 10% or $10, whatever is greater. So again, they've actually made that policy change, and that's been a really good thing. But this is kind of the situation out there, is that apparently about 1% of payments to Social Security beneficiaries are wrong, okay? Well, I should say overpayments, okay? Here's the thing, though. Do you ever see the reports that come out and say, we've been underpaying beneficiaries by X% for the last however many years? You never see these reports, right? But do you realize how many beneficiaries are out there that are actually being underpaid as well? You probably don't realize it. Why? Because you never see it in any reporting. They never report on the underpayments, but yet they come back and say, oh, the overpayments, we got to get that money back. Now, here's the thing as well. The fiduciary responsibility of Social Security is, hey, if we overpay a beneficiary, we are legally obligated to try to get that money back. Okay, that's kind of one of the rules, is that, hey, if beneficiaries are being overpaid, it's our responsibility as the steward of the money within the Social Security trust funds. We're supposed to actively get that money back, unless for some reason, as in there's a waiver, or there's an appeal, or whatever reason. There's a few different reasons why beneficiaries technically don't have to pay that money back. Unless that is granted, they might actually say, we have to get that money back. And then they go after it and they claw that money back from beneficiaries. Not a good situation. And again, the dreaded overpayment letter, right? That is like one of the worst things that's out there as a beneficiary, to be like, uh-oh, you might be getting this overpayment letter. Not a fun day whatsoever if that were to arrive. And according to the most recent statistics, they send over 1 million overpayment letters a year to beneficiaries. Now, here is the unfortunate part as well. The bulk of these overpayments, guess who they go to? Yeah, you probably know because I alluded to it earlier. SSDI and SSI beneficiaries combined includes about 17-ish million people, give or take a little bit, between these two different types of benefits. Now, here's the problem as well. Okay, who gets SSDI and SSI? Now, it's not totally focused on those individuals. That's just where it seems to be the bulk of these overpayments go out to. But who gets these benefits? Well, I'll tell you. people with disabilities or those individuals who are over the age of 65 in regards to SSI who have limited income or limited resources. My point is, these are like the most vulnerable people in our population, okay? That's exactly what they're saying here in this article as well. We're literally going after and targeting and getting money back, clawing money back, taking money back from people that are possibly the most vulnerable of our population. Is that not messed up or what? I mean, that is like brutal right there. That is nasty, right? I don't care how you put it, but I'm going to say the words nasty, brutal, messed up, whatever you want to say. That is not cool, right? So anyway, this is the situation that's out there. Now, obviously, the changes that they made earlier in March of this year are actually some really good things and beneficial to the beneficiary. But at the end of the day, they still want to get some of that money back in the event of an overpayment. But don't get me wrong, it's way better now than what it was. It's still going to be tough if somebody gets an overpayment, but they're not going to take 100% of the benefit anymore like what they did prior to the changes that went into effect in March of this year. So does that kind of make sense, right? So anyway, that's what they literally did before these changes came into effect of the 10% or $10. Whatever's greater there, okay? What they did before that is they literally garnished 100% of somebody's benefit until that overpayment was paid back. Rough situation, right? Anyway, I want to share this with you because this is the situation we're dealing with, and I feel like it is your right to know this information. If you don't care, that's okay, but I guess for me, I want to know because whose money is this? At the end of the day, you got to remember this as well. You might think of Social Security like, oh, it's this big, government-funded agency, and they send out checks to people, and it's just federal money. False. It's not federal money. It's money that they're holding that they got from you. It's your money. It's your money. So many people think that Social Security is funded by the federal government. False. No, it's not. It's funded by you, the taxpayer. All of that money came from you and me and everybody else out there who they got it from out of our paychecks throughout our whole life. And then they put it into the trust fund, and then they slowly give it back to you in the form of monthly payment checks, otherwise known as benefit checks, at some point throughout your life, okay? That's my point, is it's your money. So anytime that they are doing something and not being a very good fiduciary steward of your money, I want you to know that. It is your money. The $2.788 trillion of money that they have in the trust fund, the Old Age and Survivors Trust Fund, as well as the Disability Trust Fund, the two trust funds, the money that they have there, it's yours. I mean, it's literally your money, okay? That's why you want to know about this. At least I want to know about it. I want to know what's going on. And lastly, I want to put this out there. Your local news, I guarantee, will not tell you this stuff. Why? It doesn't make good news stories on your local news, right? But it's good information here because most of you here in this community are fixed income beneficiaries receiving these benefits. Do you want to know about this? Maybe you don't want to know, but I find this to be very important. And like I said, it's your duty, it's your responsibility, it's your right to know this information of what they're doing with your money. There you go. Anyway, hope this helps you, okay? I just want to do what I can to keep you informed, let you know what's going on out there with fixed income benefits and any of these reports like this that pop up. Anyway, please like the video down below, thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, totally free to do so, subscribe button down below. Check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The ones I've hand selected for you down below in the description at the top of the comment section, some popular videos there. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos. Check out one of those. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you again.